In the year 2000, when ACE Scholarships was founded, we had a broken system. And it was true back then, and it's true 20 years later, that far too many kids are now being left behind.
Early on in my career as a teacher, I immediately encountered all of these amazing kids who were dealing with things I could not possibly relate to or imagine. Mom and dad were working multiple jobs. They might have been making $25,000 a year, or even simple things like 8, 9 people living in a 1,500 square foot house where there was no quiet place to do your homework, or maybe no one who spoke English who could help you with your homework.
We talk a lot about the unrelenting nature of poverty. The poverty just doesn't take a day off. It's a literal weight they carry in their lives.
And yet I saw these resilient, talented kids who were able to seize this opportunity to learn and to grow and to go on to do great things.
For a long time now, we've talked about the great myth of the inner city is that kids don't care about their education, that young people don't care about the future. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Our founders had a vision that every single child, regardless of who they are and what family they come from, should have the same education access as they do in their neighborhoods. And that's where ACE comes in. We change their future by leveling the playing field.
The results really exceeded my expectations.
We see kids who statistically have a very low rate of high school success. And yet we see time and time again these kids in our schools who are defying that trend.
ACE kids get 90% graduation rates from high school, 80% go on to college, and 80% of those graduate from college.
We're seeing the family structure changed as well, where moms and dads are looking at their kids, perhaps even grandparents or siblings, and they're saying, if Johnny can do it, I can do it as well.
When my oldest brother first went to college, it was like the biggest thing ever because none of my family has ever graduated from college and has even gone to college. And it was proving to me that it does pay off, that hard work does pay off.
If anything, our families are actually digging in more, and they're saying that we're going to cut everywhere else, but we're not going to cut our child's education.
When we find out about the scholarships, that gives me power to just do it.
And if they give up a year or two in their education and they put them back into an environment where perhaps it's a mediocre education, they know what the ramifications would be. Every year lost is perhaps another generation that's lost.
What these schools are doing is imbuing a sense of values, faith in something bigger than the children themselves that is driving them to go to college, to graduate from college, to contribute to society.
I was awarded a scholarship during a very hard time. My mom, she had lost her job and she was pregnant and she had just gone through a divorce. If I was not able to find a scholarship, I was gonna have to go to a public school. It was very scary because I knew that it was gonna be a whole different world. You know, if somebody wanted to fight, I had to prepare myself for that, or to get bullied, or any of those things. I knew I had to prepare myself. When the principal told me that I was accepted, it was one of the best days of my life. Everything changed. I felt safe, I felt loved, I felt supported. And I wasn't just one student in 30, 40. I was Myra at Oribe Jesuit High School. I grew a heart. My deepest desire is to become successful and to come back and help the students that we once were, that don't know that there are people out there trying to help them, that there are people trying to make a difference.
We've given out $102 million in scholarships. And that means that we're providing equity for families where that doesn't always exist. And when I think about what I'm most excited about over 20 years, it's not just about education, It's about changing the mindset of our community that anyone, regardless of where they come from, can accomplish great things.
These schools only exist because they provide a better alternative than what else is in that neighborhood.
When I saw my son being so unhappy to attend school, it made me feel hurt inside. So I, as a parent, wanted to do the best I could to find him a place where he felt like he belonged. And I did, because of Ace.
Growing up, my parents worked really hard. I remember my mom would work like all night long and like extra shifts and everything so that we didn't have to struggle. And so I feel like that really pushed me, you know? It was like, I have to do this for them.
As much as we may help our families out and inspire them, and we think we're the ones doing the good, it's actually the other way around. Our families are the ones, they get behind us and they inspire us. It's an opposite effect, and it's making us so much better.
Ace means everything to us. We depend on it.
Ace ties into all of my dreams, you know, because they're one of the reasons that I'm gonna go to college and that I'm gonna graduate and I'm gonna succeed.
Our kids each day make the choice to be successful. And the thing I love about ACE is they make their own choice. ACE rolls up their sleeves and says, no, we can be part of the solution.
This work is not about a week or a month or a year. It's about a kid's lifetime and their multi-year journey through their educational life. And so for us, having an outside partner like ACE that enables the family to be able to stay, that's what makes all the difference.
I'm breaking my family cycle. With the support of the school and of ACE, I was able to come here and break the cycle and grow and become better and help others and be that voice for other students like I was at that point in time.
Our families are believing, and they're making believers out of all of us, and they're also increasing our grit and our determination that we haven't done enough. We've got to keep pursuing this great mission of ours, that every single child has access to a great school. And until that happens, we're not going to stop.